Okay, so I had this friend call me, right? I don't want to say his name, see my friend on Facebook, but he called me and he was like, Lou, you gave me some advice to use and blah blah blah. He had a girl that he liked was coming over his house and he was real excited, so he was like, Lou, she coming by, what should I do now? But you know, he was excited, so I told him what to do. And just like everybody who asks for advice, you tell them what to do and they do the complete opposite of what you told them to do. So this is how you don't screw up a home visit from a female you like. Okay, the girl gonna come over there. She on her way over there, she gonna come in, she gonna walk in defenseless. I mean, you know, defensive, like, what's up? You know, here's what you do. I'm finna set you up right. Put on clothes and make sure you smell good. Break out the good cologne. Make sure you put on a real unit, like a real, now don't go put on no suit, cause she gonna know you trying too hard. Just put on something kind of fly, something like you would probably go to the Sky Bar in, upscale jazz club, nothing major, and not no suit or things of that nature. Okay, run to Olive Garden. Get you, Olive Garden sells a bigger lasagna. You buy that and get the salad that come with it. You come home, you throw that lasagna in a pan, you put it in the oven and put it on warm, like you cooked it. You put the salad in a big old like salad bowl and you leave it there. What you do is you take everything with the Olive Garden logo on it or anything that would say you went to Olive Garden and you run that out to the dumpster. Don't put that in the trash, run that out to the dumpster. That's very necessary. Now, it's 5 wines that you should have on deck at all times. All men should have these 5 wines on deck. If you don't have these 5 wines on deck, dog, you got to do better. You got to have Merlot. You got to have Moscato. You got to have Sangria. You got to have White Zinfandel. And you got to have Pinot Grigio. There's no exceptions. I promise you, if she coming over to your house, she drank one of them 5, if not all 5. You understand what I'm telling you? So you give her that lasagna, you give her that wine, you put the Maxwell CD on, not the new one. People say it's jamming. I don't care if it's jamming. You put the old Maxwell on, the Maxwell CD titled Now. It's jamming. You cut that on, don't cut it up. Kind of, you know, cut it down a little bit, enough where she can hear it, you know what I'm saying? Your AC cut up. You're going to know when your house is cold, because when she walk in, she going to be like, she going to state the obvious. Ooh, your house is cold. And you just be like, oh, is it? You know what I'm saying? You know, you kind of play that off. You got to make sure that your house is clean and your bathroom is clean. Here's why. She going to have to pee, dog. She done ran through 3 glasses of wine. She going to have to pee. Now, first off, let me put a disclaimer. This is what you do when you actually like a girl and you're trying to impress her and you wanna date her. I'm not trying to give ways to get a girl to your house and have sex with her that night. But at the same time, if she offers, I don't know about too many guys, but I have a few friends that have a no turn down service. Where they don't turn it down if it's offered to them. But if you feel the need to turn it down, I'm not here to judge. That's just what you want to do. So she get over there. She gonna sit down. She gonna get to eat. Maxwell playing. Ask her a bunch of questions about herself. Don't even really talk about you. Laugh at her jokes. Of course they not funny. You know, if she grin, you grin. You play it off. You just sip a little wine, and then you know you ask her, but you know keep her sipping. Cause by that second glass, she just gonna be telling you all kinds of stuff. She gonna tell you about that last boyfriend and what he did wrong. She gonna tell you about her cousin that's in jail, her mama, her daddy. She's gonna tell you the whole 9. Now it's cold in there. So what do? She gonna be like, ooh, it's real cold in here. Here's what you do. You break out the cashmere throat. Now let me tell you about the cashmere throat. Like, if you feel this right now, like the cashmere throat is like, it feels like cashmere. Like you gotta touch, like, I just almost went to sleep right there. Did you see that? Like it feels that good. You know what I'm saying? So you feeling the cashmere throw, you put it on and she gonna be like, oh. She gonna put that thing on, she gonna be like, okay. All right, player. I see you. She gonna get all up under the cashmere throw, dog, and she gonna be all good. So now she comfortable. You doing good. Don't screw nothing up. Here's what most females do. They do what's called a scouting trip. They just come by the house to see what you about. They like, let me see what this dude about. It's very important that you don't try to have sex. Now if she hinting on it, if she start rubbing on you or start throwing it at you, I mean, you do what you gotta do. I mean, you know, she bad, you want it, it's there. She on that liquor too, it might amplify it a little bit. But I ain't here to talk about sex right now. Ooh, got me a little Willie right there. Well, I was thinking about it. So you throw the cashmere throw on her. You give her wine. You got the Maxwell playing. When the Maxwell cuts off, you throw in either that Isley Brothers Body Kiss. That's the one with Isley's got with R. Kelly and it was jamming. Or, you know, I got that Luther's Greatest Hits. Or you throw in, I got a copy of NDRE. I'ma just be honest. The one where it got the song The Truth on there, I have a copy of it. I'm good for throwing that in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to help you out here, boss. So you ask a question about herself, you let her drink. Do not talk about sex. Do not try to bring up sex, because your swag ain't ready for all that. It's obviously you don't even know what to do when a girl comes to your house. So don't have no sexual conversation. So when she leaves, the next day you text her probably by noon or so. Say, hey, I had a great time with you. Would love to kick it with you again. She had a good time, bro. Trust me. Now here's one thing about a female. You don't have to pressure for the sex. If she want to give you the sex, she gonna know that when she walk in. Like, she gonna come over and do a few trips just to see where your head at. You know what I'm saying? You just keep it player, smell good, look good, and you can't screw this up. She gonna come over, and you gonna know when she wanna have sex with you, because she gonna come over looking crazy. Like, she ain't looked at you like this before. She gonna be like, you know, just be looking. And then she gonna stay a lot longer than what she normally stays. She normally stay like an hour and a half, 2 hours. She been there 4 hours, dog. And you just offer, you know, you can spend the night, man. You know, you can take the bed, I'll take the sofa. I don't know. That means she thinking about it. You're doing good. You're doing good. If you follow them rules, you won't screw up a home visit for a female, and quite possibly, like, you actually might be an option to actually, you know, date the girl and she might fool with you. Now, if you screw that up, then here's the thing. You have to do everything exactly as I told you if you already don't know what to do. If you don't do exactly what I told you, don't try to add your twist or your spin on it. That's what my homeboy just screwed up at. And the girl that he liked so much ain't coming. I still got this thing on my head. The girl that he liked ain't coming back. And I'm like, Rich. I said his name, didn't I? I was like, dog, you screwed that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So, bottom line, that's what y'all do. This is Lewis Williams. I've changed the name of the blog to, well, the name of the blog is going to be iHustleNation.com. We changed the name, but from iHustle Network to iHustle Nation, but it's going to be Life Skills with iHustleNation.com. So those are your life skills for today. The next blog is going to be on why men cheat. Now, I'm going to expect a female to, like, say, Lewis, I want to take you out and buy you drinks, or I want to take you out for lunch. Like, I'm expecting my inbox to flood with girls trying to take me out just for giving them the information. Reason I'm saying that is because I actually have to read. Like, I have to read a bunch of stuff, and I have to break it down to a science as to why men cheat, and nobody's done it. So it's taken a lot of work and effort from me. So I think the least that some of you women can do can be like, okay, you know what, we all need to come together and take Lewis out for drinks, because he actually showed us that there's nothing wrong with us. There's actually something wrong with the men. So I'm Lewis Williams, Life Skills with iHustleNation.com, and I have yet to have a drink today. So with that being said,